Hello, everybody. Welcome to another video on my life. Yeah, today I say I will try my best. I will try my very best to come on live. Yeah, I just needed to push myself. I said, yeah, I made it. Good evening, everybody. Welcome. We are having extreme temperatures right now, like -7, -8, -9. So bear with me, guys. How are you all doing? Good evening. Welcome to my live. And he welcome to my life. The whole of today. In fact, they kept us waiting. They made us to anticipate. I say, this thing though. I was thinking, what, I don't know. I say, let's have your say. Let everybody have their say. Let's hear. What are your thoughts and opinion on this? As you can see, my voice is almost going because the cold is just too much. I'm coming. Let me share in the chat. I greet you, my people. Yesterday, I was supposed to come live, but I just couldn't make it. How are you doing? Welcome. Charles, I greet you. Benao, I sight you. Good evening. Charles, I greet you. Good evening, everybody. Welcome. So these people have been like, they made us to anticipate this. Everybody was like, who is it? Who can it be? What is it about? Good evening. I greet you, Abubakar. Good evening. Whoa. I don't know. Whether it's me, like I don't want to say anything yet. Too. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Interestingly, it was shortly before the video was released in 2021 that the man departed. Isn't it strange? Really? Was the video released in 2021? Because I didn't see it. I didn't see that the video was released in 2021. But when I posted this thing on my Facebook, somebody actually said something. Let me go back to my page so that I can pull up what the comment that person wrote on my Facebook page. My people, you're welcome. I'm not short of words. I'm not short of words. Well, what have I not seen? I'm not short of words. It's people that did not train their children to think, to be deep thinkers. One of the things that make people to be that kind of people is when you are always beating your children, beating them, you don't allow them to express their opinion. You say do as I say, what you say is final. They will take it. They will not be able to process anything. Once they get any authority like you in their life, they are good to go, is what they tell them. So the thing is somehow, because now the man is no more. Like, what are we going to do with this blockbuster? He said, Ajoke. I greet you. I greet you, my people. And nothing new. This news has been on for more than over 20. Okay. And Kenneth said has been on. I don't know. Matt, he said, I watched the 3 episodes today. The narrator stated in the third episode that the video and the interview was done before he departed. Okay. And so what kept it up until now? I am currently watching the documentary when the notification. Sorry to break your. You will go back and watch it. Gbogbo ẹ̀ náà ni all join. You're welcome, my people. Good evening, everybody. Today, I say let's puma for this thing that is going on. So when I posted that I'm coming live, there's something somebody wrote. So I want us to go through that um post. That I want to see the comments. Where are the comments? Just a minute. Yeah, here. Achem Innocent Oramide. It's long. I couldn't read it. So he said, can you guys see it? You're not even seeing what I'm showing you. Yeah. He's saying TB Joshua BBC documentary raises more questions by Daniel Reha at Daniel Reha on X. Uh, so he said BBC's documentary about TB Joshua was sad to watch, but also raises a lot of questions. Firstly, my deepest condolences to Mrs. Soni, Mrs. Lewandi, and all who lost their loved ones to the building collapse in 2014. Now, the ex allegations aside, here's a few things I noticed. There was no remorse or regret in Agomo's Paul's voice when narrating his traumatic experience. Same goes for the story brothers, which is odd. Then he said the faces of some persons giving TB Joshua credit were blurred. Why? No one showed physical scars on their body to back up their stories of being whipped or injured. BBC failed to interview the man whose leg was supposedly due to building collapse. Okay, the man that his leg comot. The three where Mr. Akewi was instructed to insert pictures of Bisola and Agomo was not shown. While their stories sound convincing, a documentary should be backed up with supporting evidence or proof. BBC didn't do enough. Okay, so that's his own opinion. So my people, good evening, Herbert. So our brother said, I greet you, Lina. He said, I've followed the man's news since he had a problem with his co-founder, Solomon David Ozi, as far back as the mid-90s. Check out Google on Solomon David Ozi episode. Okay, no idea. So, yes, let's get into this video proper. My people, I welcome every one of you that is joining me. I say let's really give our own opinion on this subject. First off, I have to tell you, once any human being is elevated to that level, it 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 remains only in God's hand. You understand? You cannot know what will happen. And we don't have you may think that because Nigeria, Nigerian government, it happens everywhere. It happened in the USA, it happened in Germany, here in Germany. And I want to share with you something that happened here in Germany. It's called Colonia Dignidad. It was a Christian congregation in Germany. They took their church members to Peru, no, to Chile. It went like 7 years ago. Even now, they are still going to court against their government, that their government didn't protect them. Anything you are doing in this life, anything you are doing, once you enter some kind of things and you went there and you suffer some kind of things, it is on you. It is on you. Because number one, have you seen the Catholic Church? If you go to YouTube now, you say church scandal, it will full everywhere. Mass resignation in Chile, mass in this Germany, everywhere. So what is there for you to, what are we going to do with this information? Because now the man is late. The man is late. If you ask me, this is what I will say. The man is no more. He can't answer for himself. And now in Nigeria, so many people are going on in the things that he's being accused. What is anybody doing about it? For example, Ijele brought us some evidence against a popular, emoji like that also. It's ongoing. He's there. Nobody's saying anything. With real evidence of young people who are coming out to say what happened to them. Like, it's not that the man is not alive. The man is there. You can hear his voice. They're not doing anything, right? So the question is, what is the motive? I don't know, honestly, because I'm looking at it. What is the motive? This BBC, when did they start operation? When did this man start the church? All these things have been going on. Is it not before our presence that what is it called now? Chris Oyakhilome was doing Atmosphere of Miracle. So many people fell, so many people did not fall. I don't know. What are we going to do with this information? That's what I'm thinking. What is the motive? Because I'm thinking, like, why, especially the way they advertise it, They make it look like something big is coming. Not that it's not big. Oh, I'm very sorry if I'm offending your sensibilities, but I'm thinking. I remember 4 years ago, Bisola was on national television everywhere saying the same thing. It was almost like, this one don't kolo. You remember this woman? Let me show you her video. She was all over the media. TB Joshua was alive. Me, I was even like, I would really like to, when you are accusing somebody, it's important to hear his defense. What is he going to say? These things that are leveled against him, I want to hear what he has to say about it. You understand? Because he's alive. This lady was going around. I don't know if you guys remember her. I think she's also in this video. This woman, this is Bisola Johnson. She has written a book. She has done so many things. Some other people, they came out. They were speaking out. This man was alive. Where were you? Where were all these, blockbuster coming? Like at a time when we can do something about it. You understand? So at the end of the day, this man, not only him now, because there's a way people push this narrative like, okay, he's just extraordinarily devil and the other ones are saints. You understand? But if we hear what they are also doing in other places, maybe we can say government should regulate what is going on, especially before anybody can call themselves pastor and have access to children, have access to women, that they should have some kind of certification, verification, something like that. Not everybody can just come and you start giving them absolute access. And then they will have these buildings, they will gate it will be like a prison, big man, nobody can access it. They become God. So what can we do with this information? Because right now, what it is telling us, it is confirming what we are saying. These are the things that is going. Abuse of power, abuse of religion, abuse of the authority that comes with being a highly religious person. This is the abuse that is going on. And now the man is no more. So whatever we want to say now, the man is no more. He cannot answer for himself. And in Nigeria, we have a court system that they have not finished answering the people that are alive. Is it the person that have gone that they will not start processing the case? Good evening. So what are we going to do with this information? There are many people, if you are telling them anything about anybody they have elevated, they will not want to listen. So BBC is good that you are doing this investigation. So are there more? Is it only this one? Because we want to know. That man has gone. Before he left this world, Bisola was doing all these videos. She was all over the video, all over. Nobody went, nobody took her, and then, it was kind of, first of all, she retracted, she went back again. So it was like, it's like this woman is unstable, right? And nobody picked it up, nobody looked it into, and so many people were there. Nobody, this kind of thing is very, very hard because they put it as religion. And then when someone is giving evidence, like when I'm listening to that interview, and they said when he looks at you, his eyes is like his eyes will hypnotize you. That makes it very subjective for me. It's no longer factual. If you say somebody, they look you and then you just lose your consciousness, I don't know, you now lose your faculty that somebody is looking at you. I will not be I say they look you. So there are like, it's the same thing when I was saying it about Bisola, when she was saying what happened to her and adding what happened in her dream and adding, revelation. So it's mixing the whole thing up. And if you want to catch somebody on technicality and legality, you cannot mix it with that kind of subjectivity, right? So it's either you are working with your senses, and then if you are an adult, it's another thing. If you are a child, you can say, okay, this person take advantage of young people. and everybody can see that this person is young, this person was taking advantage of, this is a pedo or something like that, and everybody can go against them. But in the part of Nigeria and Africa we are coming from, people don't want to use their mind at all. You will be telling them, they will say no. Because somehow we want to see magic. Because our African knowledge have been embedded in mystery, so anything mystery is very attractive to us. Anything that you can't explain, we love it. Like, it's the main thing. We have been kind of subjected into a mindset that doesn't question. So they'll say, I don't, you still ask, no, little things can, the thing that you can see and start asking, but how? There has to be an explanation. You accept it all, and if anybody want to ask questions, say, no, don't go there, don't answer, you understand? So we love magic. We love magic. Sometimes we cannot accept the things that are physical, that are, feasible. We want something extraordinary. And this industry is booming. I don't know whether now when me I won't come start my own. This industry is gold, oil industry, lying fallow, booming. Just booming. So everybody is cashing on it. So even if you say this person do this person do this, until it happen to them, or until they become, or they realize themselves, there's nothing you can say, But that time that person is alive, you have evidence that he has underage children that don't have their own mind. You take them from their parents, you go and subject them to anything, then they're supposed to sweep in on him and act on it. But now the man is no more. But the lesson we can learn from it is, there are people who also have authority operating in the name of high Christianity and all this thing. What are we doing with it? What are we doing? They are telling you that this man did something like this, exploiting people, telling people to give them their first month's salary. And you are sitting down, you are not doing anything. You don't want to accept that it's exploitation. You are an adult. Nothing anybody can do for you. Good evening. I should not start smiling. Can pray those he do good, as well as plus those who have healing testimony. Also, then start listening to you. The thing is, these things are subjective issues. When I'm saying subjective is something that is according to your feeling. If you tell me, say, you dey hear voice, say the Spirit of God dey talk to you, I know dey inside your head, I want to know, right? I know dey inside your head now, I no fit know. If you tell me, say, this hand dey pain you, and now the hand no dey pain you again, I cannot say na lie, because I know dey inside your hand. I don't know wetin your hand dey pass through. So it's highly subjective. That's why it's a sensitive issue. If somebody say, he no born, he's looking for fruit of the womb, now he born, you understand? I no dey there, I don't know. So normally, for example, in the USA, where they are doing all this miracle, where all this healing miracle, all this thing started from, there are people that took it upon themselves. Their PhD, their research will be following, like Benny Hinn. Those people, they heal, that they have medical record. They go and collect their medical record. They will now look at it and say, hey, so you say this person, so what is the aftermath? If the same person say he cancer, they will be following that person or following him to know. So that's how all those things knock. Because did you see Benny Hinn doing all those things again? Yeah, so you don't see it like now. Benny Hinn, what is his name? Reinhard Bonnke is from Germany. He did not do all those Christ for All Nation crusade of healing. He didn't do it in Germany. He went to Africa, because you cannot just come to Germany today. A child that they have his data since inside belle for a mama belle, you now say you heal him of hearing problem. Where? Because they have his data. You understand? You cannot tell them that. But if somebody say, I was not feeling very fine and I come here today and the music, the atmosphere, and I feel it better, it's subjective. You cannot say you are in a lie, you don't feel better because you know they inside that person body. But like in a country like Germany now, you cannot come and say, oh, for the past 70 years, this person has been suffering from this, because it's on record. It's on record. You understand? And then there are also sometimes when medicine have reached its end, they say, according to the knowledge that they have at this very point in time, that they don't have anything they can do for you. And not everybody want to accept that and say, this is it, so they want to try something else. So they will go and exploit that avenue. Say, if you say, this man is healing cancer, and doctors say they have reached their end, or they don't have any other thing that they can do for you. You understand? So some people will say, I will go and try that one. You cannot stop that person. It's very subjective. You understand? It's very subjective. Yeah, Benny Hinn, exactly. He did, because as a US, I learned that now that their insurance system is coming up, people are having more access. All those things are not booming again. So like for example, Chris Oyakhilome, is he still doing Atmosphere for Miracles? I've not heard. So I feel sorry for all the people that fall victim. But if you tell them, they will not hear. If you tell anybody, don't do like this, it's a personal thing. It's a personal thing. If somebody tell you now that I was having headache and later when I came and you lay hand on me, I don't have headache again. You're not inside the person's head, you don't know. You understand? So whenever there is a lot of poverty, a lot of helplessness, people resort to hope. So what the church is doing is selling hope. But unfortunately, the Black church is exploiting that hope. Black church exploits the hope of the people and make them hopeless. And it's not just the Black church. It was all over. It was also in Europe. That is why most of the churches are lying empty in Europe, because when they were booming, they were exploiting the people. The church was ruling. The power, the bishops, the archbishop, they were the leaders, they were the political leaders. They exploited it. And many of them that escaped and went to America and started a new country there, that's why they said to separate church from government, because they say church should be running, government should be running. You understand? So it is what it is. What I want you to take away from this thing is, what are you going to do with this information? Are you going to say, oh, they are lying, oh, they are not, no, they did not suffer anything, or you are going to take precaution? And I think in a way, this is an indictment on our values and our family system, because it's very easy to take advantage of people and nobody will believe them. But it's not only in Nigeria. That's the impression I want to correct. Like, I think I want to show you this Colonia Dignidad. I don't know where I want to start from. This Colonia Dignidad. I'm coming. Let me see. I wanted to show you this video of this church. Du arbeitest mit AWS. I'm not going to let it talk because of copyright issues, right? But I will let the subtitles kind of. I want it to write in Jam in English. So, for example, this man, it was one of the victims of that this thing. It's called a Colonia Dignidad. So, a German sect in Chile. They took them from Germany to Chile. Like the man went to buy big land, very big land, and they built it up. They built it up like inside jungle. In fact, even the children wey dem born, they collect am for their hand. You can't have access. They train them like sheep, you know. So this is some clip of the colonial dignidad. You understand? um I think I will look for that video and show you. So this is the German foreign minister. They are suing them that they didn't protect them, because at some point some people try to escape, but when they get to the German embassy, they will bring them back into that place. So the man that ran that thing was called Paul Schaefer. These are one of the victims. They were taken in their young age, like early 20s, early adults, young families, newly wedded. They took them there. These are all their victims. So it can happen to anybody. It can happen to the mind. Anything about the mind is deep. Good evening. Visala is vindicated, obviously. Yeah. Good evening. So this is there, like, I don't know which the video I want to share with you. These are just the victims talking about what they passed through. um a little German in Venezuela. Me too, I don't have that in me. Oh, me, I don't know whether it's me, because myself, I don't have it. So this is they call it, some people, they will say it's jamming. This I'm looking for the video that I will show you. The colonial dignidad. Maybe you can check it. Let me write it. Colonial dignidad. You can check it in YouTube. So they took them inside forest in Chile. Are you seeing the map? They took them inside that place and they exploited them. And they will be coming to Germany, taking new people that can build, nurses, teachers. Like, they created their own colony inside that forest. They grow their own food. They do everything. Like, they started a new colony inside there in the name of Christianity. So they can exploit you in the name of religion. You just have to know. You just have to be aware of it. That's what I'm saying. You understand? So in the end, TB Joshua is gone. So this whole thing is coming at a point that, like me, I'm beginning to wonder, like, why? Why now? You understand? Why now? That's what I'm trying to understand. Why now? Because sometimes when they are hyping something like this, and pointing everybody in one direction, maybe e get wetin we suppose to dey look now, wey we consider dey talk this matter. That's what I'm thinking. I want to share this colonial dignidad. Let me show you how they came and took them. Many people have gone to do documentary about what happened to these people, these German people. They came to Germany, took them in the name of, say, they are Christians, they are part of the evangelical church. They took them to that place and they exploited them for years until they were old. All their youth, they slaved for it there. Families did not exist. There was no pastors who was guiding the community. Only that man, Paul Schaefer, he was held high. This is, something like where that place is, inside Peru, inside Chile. So when you born pikin, you will submit your pikin. They have a nursery where they will be training the children inside bush, inside bush. Inside bush. They carry people enter inside. Wetin they show them? See them, this one young family, they went like this, they came back in old age when these children are already adults. You understand? So it happened in this Germany. This is the place inside bush. Oh, inside bush. Oh, you people are not seeing what I'm showing you. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. So this is the inside bush, surrounded with water, like you can't even escape. See the place. It's like inside Chile, all the way from Germany. They will come to the congregation in Germany. They will collect everybody. They need people who can walk, workers. See them, church people, just innocent church people. See them, they carry them. They are building, farming, everything. They are working for the man. No, no shishi. They don't pay them. I was 6 or 7 years old when I met Schaefer. See them, they carry all the children, gather them like pig, put them for one place. Mama and papa go one side, go they do your work. They get people where they train children. You know, go they see you. What is that? They say now there be one family. It happened in this country. You see, that they train the children like say they be orphan. Meanwhile, their papa and mama did another corner. They do the assignment where they give them. This is one of the this thing. Germans. He threw me on the bed. He spoke very softly to me. And meanwhile, the man they bench the small children. Exactly. So our people are close-minded. What are you going to do? But for me, he was the same, so I was embarrassed. So the man is telling his own story of what happened to him. So these are the survivors. So many buy for there. There was no parents anymore who could help them. Schaefer's he had 3-4 different boys in the same day, and he own our boys. He own our boys inside the bush, inside jungle. So if that kind of thing can happen in a country like Germany, where you have education, you have healthcare, the government is supposed to be working, the law is working, they still succeed to carry young, fresh mind, carry them go. Show them Ikpaku, Ikpaku. So is it the one that is going on in America? This man, Warren Jeff, or what they call him, see them na inside bush. They will build church, they will build school. Are you seeing it? Are you seeing it? Nothing. You see all the forest surrounding them. So those ones that wanted to escape, they couldn't. Before you cross all this jungle, if animal, water, everything, they came back. Go and look for this documentary in YouTube, Colonial Dignity, and see what happened to people when they are not using their brain. Nobody will tell you, body go tell you. Yeah, that's why, me, my own is educate. I cannot tell you what to do, and I cannot go and say, oh, stop this. So like, look out, for example, BBC that is doing this thing is good. For example, this topic we are talking about here, about all this bingoism, shebi it started in Britain. The loud microphone radio ranter, shebi it was on their soil ranting. Today, many of our people are paid the ultimate price. They don't talk anything, But all those ones, they are paying it. Everybody is paying it. You know why? Because words are powerful. Words are powerful, and who you subject your mind to determines. It has a long way to go. You can see this is just an empty floor. They come, they start building. You understand? They are just saying what happened. It's a long documentary. When I watched it, I was shocked. See that they are Germans. They took them. See, they will eat together. See, imagine not being able to eat for a week sitting at a table. That's what is happening to them in that place. And some of them try to escape. I'm not showing you all of it. I'm just trying to explain to you what can happen when you don't have your mind, when you are not using your mind. Even when they sent police to come and arrest him there, they protested though. They surrounded him. There was a shooter. They did not grill Paul Schaefer. See inside the bush where they carry them go now. So wetin TB Joshua do? No, that one na small. That one na small. What is going on now? That's what I want them to look into. What is going on now? Because the man is gone. He can't answer for himself. He can't defend himself. You know? Thank you. Thank you. But what exactly are they saying? These days because of copyright issues, if you play the audio, they will strike the video. You understand? That's why I'm not letting it play. But I can share the link so you can listen to it. You understand? Yeah. Yeah. So I don't have that in me. I don't know where people get that. In fact, the first time I see people expressing that level of reverence, it used to amaze me. You know. So it's not only church; it can also be Islam. You see what people do when it comes to Islam. They don't want to know again. They, like as they are now, they are fire. So it can also be political. Look at what the Bingos are doing because of Kano, for example. These are it's life. It's life. So if we come here now and sit down and say, oh, that man is a Satan, but the man is normal. Exactly. It's everywhere. So a lot of people think it's because it's Nigeria. No, it's not because it's Nigeria. So I will share the link of this Colonial Dignidad in the this one I'm watching. Let me this one was Al Jazeera. Although the documentary broke out like 7 years ago, and it was when they came back and started suing the German government that it did not protect them. You go school, you get brain. So most of them are professional doctors, nurses, um, engineers, because they needed people who can work so that they can build all those things. They built it with their hands, with their skill. Farmers, skilled farmers, they were farming, growing their own food. They would go and sell it, everything. They were making money for the man, but they said they didn't have money. They didn't have anything of their own. The man said there's nothing like. I said, what is the point? They are all going to heaven. So it's only they are all one family. What do you need it for? So they don't even have anything to their name. You understand? So that thing is everywhere. Do you want to talk about the Catholic Church? Eh? Ew. Let me show you. Let me show you. In Germany here, for example, like you just have to look. If you go to YouTube, you say the case of priest in Catholic Church here. This one is CNN. This one in America. You understand? This one is in Germany, in Catholic Church, Deutsche Welle. 4 years ago, it was massive. The government is even paying some of the people. In fact, those one, they say it was the Reverend sister that used to arrange the children for themselves. Killer really. Wetin we never see. There's nothing I never see. If you know hold yourself. In fact, even Reverend sister, they come outside, they say, they are the on top the table they dey. Nurse reveal stories of you dey see, dem dey force dem to comot belle. So I no wan play am. Just search, it's there. You see, unrepentant Canadian Catholic Church, where, and we know say they never go inside Nigerian Catholic Church. So if they are seeing all this thing in America, in Canada, in Ireland, in Germany, and they are not talking about Nigeria own, they don't want to go there. They don't want to go there. Me, you can see I just type. I'm not inside. I uncovered the Catholic Church. Why was it ignored? Why? This one is in New York. Sanctuary of meh, of doing bad thing. I religious thought that became a heaven for People where they buy small picking. Are you seeing? It just depends on where you look. That's why I'm asking, why are you looking at somebody where don't go? It's good for record purpose and use it to teach people. But what the people that are there today, what are you doing about it? We have not still heard the record of Nigerian Catholic Church. We have heard all over Western world. Many people, because of how they don't leave church for them. Eh? No be today. They have never gone inside. See this one, secret benching parties in mega church. Are you seeing? This one no be Nigeria. No be say some, because some people they go, they say Nigeria, and it's not about Nigeria. Anywhere you are in this world, if you no use your brain, somebody will use it for you. Lobaton. If you know, there's no need to come and say, oh, this person, oh, maybe, I don't know, maybe you're expecting me to say that man, I don't know. I don't know. My own is anywhere small pikin dey, protect the small pikin because you don't get choice. But if you don't be agbalagba, you don't grow. Eh? Go reach Japan. Go reach Japan. Look at this one. Let me show you. This one is in Japan. The span inside Japan's Catholic Church. You no get where they go inside, where they no get the day inside. Make dem help us look the ones wey dey there now. Abeg. Okay, that man, he really do bad. We know. He don go now. Thank you for the information. Ẹ ṣé o. Are you seeing it everywhere? Oh, this one, is it not in Korea or where? Where is this one? Unforgive the in Catholic Church. Just bring one church. Is it a Jehovah Witness? Their own day inside their body. You bring a Church of Jesus of Latter Rain, people that will come and they say escaped court, especially the children. You can't believe what people are. People are really lonely, and people who study psychology, they can really take advantage of that. People are looking for community, people are looking for family, people are looking for love, people are looking for acceptance, people are looking to belong, because these are things that are lacking because of the family situation, tragedies, all these things that are going on in individual life. So people give you the idea that they want to offer you these things, and they can exploit you. So if nobody taught you to use your mind, to ask questions, it will be you like film trick. They will take advantage of you. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it. And at the end of the day, the goal is to protect the young children, because if you're an adult, nobody will tell you what to do, because now you get yourself. If you like, carry yourself, go submit. Now you know. If you submit yourself as an adult, now you know. Nobody can save you, but now the children especially, and those people, they are masters in programming those children. So today, I don't know what you can take from this video is, if you have young children, protect them. If you dey do mumu, if you dey go anywhere, keep your children, protect them, and teach your children to think. And maybe you are not used to reasoning, questioning, dare to try it. If person dey tell you something, doubt it. Dare to doubt. Because from that doubting, saying this can't be true, maybe you will begin to go and look for, can this be true? But don't be saying you go just be like, oh Lulu, anybody will just come be throwing anything. See her for my koro. Most of these things were seen on television. Ask yourself, I was in that generation. Many of you were in that generation. Why didn't you fall for it? Why didn't you fall for it? Why? Because there is always a hollow emptiness, lack of mindfulness that will, make you to fall victim like that. Because normally, if you are really seeking God, and if you really have use of your mind, once you enter any wrong place, your mind go tell you say wetin if they see my leg here again make dem cut am, if you dey go that day you don go be that, you can go but immediately your mind you say no, 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 I no do this. Yeah. Yeah, so many parents, obviously, the state of the children is coming from the state of the parents. So many parents are like that. So obviously, we will never, it's just like when the Bible say you will never lack poor people among you. You'll never lack people like that. And, the market is open. So everybody is there, grab all you can grab. But I can tell you, if they continue to exploit the people, another generation will come. If they hear church, church, this one that they are doing in Europe now, that they don't leave church for them, it will come. So nobody can be full forever. You understand? Yeah. I don't know. Bisola was also very young. Bisola was not an adult when she went there. So there are many of them that are young that were not adults when they went there. You understand? So yeah. Exactly. It's all this or latter day, whatever. There are many in this Utah, state of Utah. There are many inside forest there. They will go, they use hand watch law, they do everything. You go be their family, they know you cannot leave that place. There are many now. So it's a matter of choice. In fact, not only church, some people can just wake up and say they form a group, and they say they will have some ideal. People will abandon everything, go and join them. Before you know it, the whole thing will fall apart. There are in many now, in many. So at the end of the day, what are you going to take away from the documentary? Because the people that believe that he did a miracle and they were healed, you cannot take that one away from them. The people that believe that, or the people that experience trauma from him, it is their reality. The only thing that would have helped if the government had stepped in and prosecuted while he was alive, but now he's no more. So the information, the evidence, and the documentary is for the living. What are you going to use that information to do? Because the man is gone. Good evening, Uyi. Abi, who now? Because now self, yes, now from young, yeah, Bisola was also, yeah, of course, yeah. Bisola, and I don't know why I was the only one that was never carried away. I was the one of Chris Oyakilome fascinated me a lot because he was on television, and that the blow big grammar, and it made it really posh and very beautiful and all those kind of a thing. Yeah, but I don't know, I was never carried away. Like I never visited synagogue, actually. I never. But I've passed through that place, because when you are going to that Ikotun market, it was just there. And I will be looking at the magnificent building like this. It was just there when you are going into that Ikotun market. When even the last time I went to Nigeria, I was, going into that market to buy stuff when I was leaving. And it was there. Like I saw the building, because I had to visit somebody that the sister sells in that shop. So I was like, okay, this is the synagogue. Like I've seen it. It was just by that Ikotu market, the entrance, the way I remember it. I've never gone there before, like say I carry myself go there. But I've gone to Redeem Camp, I've gone to MFM, I've gone to Pastor Chris Church in Okota, part of Lagos, in that old site that they used to have. I've gone there, but I didn't for. And then when I went to that MFM, in that camp, it was like in that redeem camp, they were having their camps. I just look at it, everything, like they will not be reading prayers. It was really so much. And I lie down and sleep, and they were laughing like, this one never ever, this kind of a thing. And then I went to redeem redeemer camp also, and there was so much people, so much traffic. It was like, the whole thing was like, okay, that kind of a thing. And then I went to I never really got to go to Living Faith Mission, like their headquarters, but I did go to a parish of Living Faith. And I saw that, okay, it's like, most of their teaching was mainly philosophy, like, life philosophy, not really Bible per se. It's okay, yeah. So I don't know, it wasn't for me, like it didn't do it for me, like, okay. So I wanted to see what is going on. I went here, okay, okay, to each his own. I left it. But when I was in Europe, I went to Redeem Church. In fact, I went to Redeem Church. I went to Redeem Church up until in fact, up until 2000 and 2012. I've been going to Redeem Church here in Europe. And why did I stop? I stopped because it was getting hard for me to go with my children, and I wanted something convenient. And there was this evangelical church down my street. So we just went there. It was, familiar, and everything was like cool. I didn't have to stress about time and all those things. So that's how I actually, it's not like, you know, that I have any problem per se. So I feel like it depends on the parish, it depends on the people, it depends on, you know, the pastor in charge of the parish, something like that. And it was okay, it was fine, it was like a family, and we did things together, and everything was fine. So yeah, I don't know. I've never really falling victim of any bad pastor. I just dey hear, because I know say that they are doing their things, but even me sef, like when they are pushing, when they are laying hand, people are falling. Me sef, I dey wonder wetin dey make dem dey fall, because me sef I wan fall. You understand? But I don't know. I've never fallen victim. I've never been exploited by any pastor. I've been lucky to meet men of integrity, women of integrity that have actually worked in my favor, that have helped me along my way. Honestly, like I don't have any bad experience with a pastor, or like on the level of, say, because he's a pastor of the church. I've never had that experience, you know. No, I'm not married to a Benin man. Ugi. I'm not married to a Benin. Why are you asking? They know the kind of faces they. I remember one time in our Redeemed Church, that time there was one pastor. He came from, I think they say he came from Canada, and it was like people should give money. I've forgotten how much. He was just kind of saying €100 that nobody came, or a few, like he was like, okay. So he started doing, stepping it down, stepping it down, stepping it down. Me sef, I was just looking, I was just sitting. At some point, the way the man was even looking at me, I was like, hey, like now me be the evil spirit waiting for this place today. I want to see, to how much low can he go. All this kind of pastor, you know. Uh-huh. Yes, yes, I have. I have really explored church. Yeah, I've really explored church, and especially it was during my university days. So, and it was the beginning of all this evangelical movement. It was not there before, so it was intriguing. That was when all this miracle, and they started televising it, and then they would be doing woo, and people would be falling. It was really strange, because we didn't have that in the Anglican church. So it was fascinating for young people. So we're like, hey, wait till they sup, let us go and see. Some of them, they will start pushing, put their hand on your head and start pushing. Yeah, I've gone to Assemblies of God Church also, because a very good friend of mine is a member of Assemblies of God. So I've gone there just because I wanted to fellowship with her, not because of anything. And they are Christ Christ Ambassador Student Fellowship, so something like that. But aside from that, when I did my exploration, I went back to Anglican Student Fellowship, and I just kind of finished, rest my case. So it was when I came to Europe, I was going to the Anglican church here, but it was not the same. Like their music self, it be like waiting that they hear for all this Oyibo, they say, oh, be like the hymn, so we know, that kind of a thing. So and then the Holy Communion, na real wine that they give, like real red wine, no be sugar or anything. When I went to the Episcopal church and they gave me that red wine, and my eye they turn. I don't even know wetin they do me, because after church we used to have coffee. So when we now went to the car, I now told one girl that I don't understand though, like my head is turning me, like I'm having headache. He said, did you drink the Holy Communion? I say, I drank it. He said, hey, so you went to drink that? You don't know that that thing is real red wine. Yeah, the man is gone. There's nothing anybody can do. It's just for the living to learn. It's just for the living to learn. Yeah, so it's hard for me because it's really subjective. But if I see it like it's happening, it's active, and you can call it out, it's a different thing. But you know, there is no price that can be paid for the trauma, for the suffering. Like the main issue is not to put yourself in that situation, not to put yourself in that situation that you become that kind of person, or your child will become that kind of victim. That's just it. Like me, I try to teach my children, like, whatever you want to do, be sure that it's what you want to do, not because your friend wants to do it, not because like, why are you doing, you should be able to answer why. You understand? Like, when I heard the story of Reverend King, that they will be going there, they will be flogging them, I don't understand it. You are going to a church as an adult, they are flogging you, you still carry yourself and go the next day. I don't get it. You understand? Yeah, so human beings are funny, and there is a level of control the government can give. But when it comes to religion and personal choices, it's very hard for government to regulate it. It's very hard. That's why they are still running. They also, even in the UK, there are still all these cases coming up. When it's uncovered, it become a standard. They will try to deal with it, that kind of a thing. Yeah. Bless me. What God? I don't remember. No, I don't remember. No, I think this man came from Canada. I think he came from Canada. Yeah. So other than the Anglican Church, I have gotten that relationship with Redeemed Church. And Redeemed Church, they also do some things like like they sing the hymns also, and it's not so offbeat like that. Yeah. And I think it's just personal, like it's really personal. And as an adult, when you are going somewhere, it's not resonating with you, you leave. Nobody force you there. You should be able to have control of your life, and serve yourself to your best maximum benefit. You understand? So I don't know how people trap themselves in situations where they become helpless, and I don't get it. I don't know what happened to people. I don't know how they are raised, but unfortunately it happens not only in Nigeria, it happens all over the world. You understand? Yeah. So my people, this is all I have to say. Oh. I don't know what I want to say other than let the living learn. Udo, Oluchi, I greet you. Let the living learn. Let the living learn. Even though, Like, I've also come to understand that many of these things are allegory, like, but who do you want to tell? Who do you want to tell? And again, life is hard, so people need something to anchor their hopes, their aspirations, their focus on. Why not? Why do you want to take it away from them? Muslim, I've never been a member. Yeah, my first experience in synagogue that I disliked was high level of secretive. TV Joshua is beyond church criticism. He remains a saint. Okay, he's like the son that he's like the let me read oh he's like the sun that no amount of darkness can overcome. He will be counted among great individuals such as Gandhi, Mother Teresa, Dorothy Day, etc. These persons were also maligned after their passing. TB Joshua is not the only great soul to witness persecution, but he is the most persecuted pastor in Africa. Even in going, he is not just Christian but Christ-like. He remains a saint. Okay. Ngwano. Mhm. Ewo. Na the matter we still dey talk like this, so my people, shey una dey read. Why didn't they talk of others? That is a valid question. Why didn't they talk of others? So BBC, over to you. Valid question. Why una no talk of others? They say that it is coming. What do you understand by freedom? What I understand by freedom is you have the free will to do what you want, to go where you want, according to the dictates of the law where you live. So that's freedom. And some people that used to be free and were ranting that they are looking for freedom, now they want to come and enjoy the small freedom that we have now. Any other question? Yeah. Why didn't they talk of others? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I greet you. Those potential bingo producers will never all. I'm telling you, they are telling you something you no agree. Okay, oh, body will tell you. Guys, I was telling you. So if something like this bingo isn't that is very obvious that we are saying and showing you like see, if it is hard for them to accept, how much more something so much more subjective according to your feeling, according to your emotion, according to your perception. It's going to be hard now. It's going to be. It's in the highest form. Ravel, I greet you. Well done. Nana go still they produce more people for this black gold industry. All right, my people. Good evening. I greet you. So, my people, I'll leave it here. I hope you took something away from this video. Yeah, make of it what you will. I believe the information is now for the living. My condolences to everybody that had to suffer anything. Let the living learn from it, and let the documentary continue on those that are living, that we can actually exert some justice from. Otherwise, we'll be wasting our time. Yeah. Have a great evening. Bye for now.